Welcome to e-Padashala. Now we are talking about the dam development of Malamula. Phase 1 we are talking about. See, this particular dam was constructed long back and it was inaugurated by Kamarajar, this was the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, long back 64 I think if I am right. But after that, over the years it was had a lot of glory, good period for the dam, and everybody from Tamil Nadu and Kerala visit this temple, and it invited lot of crowd and everything. But over the period, it started deteriorating because overgrown plants, number one, lack of maintenance, fund allocations, all these things compounded to the deterioration of Malamura. But this particular dam is very famous in that particular zone mainly because we don't have any other large open space available for the public to enjoy. So this one came to limelight. Even I myself have designed this particular dam proposal way back in 95 or 98 or something like that, or 2000. Then it came to us again 2005. And finally we designed it in 2010. And it got executed in that period only, around that period. But over the year, the phases, what Malamula it was and what is now are totally different context now. Because additional land was provided, so parking need to be reorganized. That is one of the major problem. Then shops needs to be organized properly because you had lot of vendors available and then they need a proper outlet for them. Then kids play area need to be improvised or equipment need to be changed. Then you have your plants, overgrown plants. For example, if you take the plant of hibiscus, which I am giving you as an example, it lives for 20 years, it will be only a tree, if not no more a shrub. So those kind of removal and redoing of the plants were very important. At that particular age of time, that particular tree would have lost all its charm and it would have become more of a tree type rather than a shrub type where it will be flowering profusely. So those trees need to be reorganized, removed or put a cutting out of it and then take the new plant out of it. So all this required a more task of reorganizing the whole thing. Then change of entrance. Earlier we had an entrance on the northern side that need to be changed to western side. So we got some additional land also for us. So in that additional land we developed a new entry point. Then people are coming from a long distance, they need a proper washroom. So once you enter, you buy a ticket, you go inside, you need to have a proper washroom. Then you have to have a wow feeling that you need to have a lot of greenery, lot of flowering plants, lot of things need to be happening. And we also had a very old swimming pool there. It was only because the water is available in plenty, they were just pouring water and then pool was used just like that. And no treatment plant, no modern facilities are available. So we have to incorporate modern facilities. Then we need to have a proper treatment plant for the water. Then proper depth of the water need to be reorganized so that it will not create any problem for anybody. The other major aspect in this is we had one hanging bridge which was very old one, very famous one. Then we also have a ropeway. The hanging bridge with the increase in design, increase in attracting more people, you need to have one more for the entry one, exit one. So we had designed one more hanging bridge on the other side so people can make it as a circle and then enjoy the place. So nowadays, this has created a record collection of 9.5 lakhs in a day on the Onam festival. And they also have a huge bank balance of 9.5 crores over the past 4 years after it came into operation. So this is the highlight of this particular dam. Anybody want to know further about it? I request you to visit the dam. That will be more better than me talking about the dam. Good time to all of you. We are going to talk about the landscaping of dams. What is dam? Dam is nothing but a huge storage area of water. But that water, what does it do? It improves the microclimate. It gives lot of water for our agriculture. It is used for drinking water purposes. Apart from all these things, this also acts as one of the major recreation place for the people. So, how do you use the spaces in an urban scenario or a landscape scenario? Basically, these kind of dams and dam parks will be visited by a lot of people around the world. For example, you see Niagara Falls, one of the famous waterfalls in the world. You have lakhs and lakhs of people visiting. You have a lot of rivers across the world where people visit and see the lake, rivers flowing around the world. Most of the cities are built on the rivers. So, river water is there. So, water is a main source of our livelihood. How to use it and what are the recreation you can create apart from not spoiling the water for the resource management. So, this is one of the challenges which we have to face, and when huge population of people visiting the dam, landscape, gardens, what are the recreation you can create? That is more important. Now we are going to talk about a dam which was constructed long back in 1948 or something like that, where it was inaugurated by Kamarajar, Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and you have a plaque on that name also in the dam. So we did the landscaping for the entire dam, more of a looking like a most urban setting because the people visiting there are coming from different part of the city. So you have to have something, for them to spend the whole day in a park. So you should have lot of recreation facilities available for them. Plus you have lot of eateries, other activity for them. You have something like the presently you have a aquarium is there, entrance area, you have a bandstand, parking area, children's play area, bus stand, swimming pool is there. You have a Yakshi statue, which is one of the very famous statue by Kunjuraman, one of the leading artists. Then you have a boat jetty for the people to go in the water. Japanese garden, which was a very famous Japanese garden. You have a Krishna fountain. And then you have a dam wall upper level, then memorial pillar is there. You have a telescopic tower, rock garden, fruit orchards. Lot of activities are there already, but we have to interlink all these activities into a larger garden space. Unwanted waste space can be eliminated, and this is one of the place where you have a ropeway, which was very famous ropeway in Malambura Garden. So this is the view of the existing Malambura Garden, interlinking. The road is there in between the river, and it interlinks both the places when the river water is flowing in the center. But now, how do you? It's totally spoiled. It was almost 50 years old. We have to really redo the whole thing. Then what we did? How you took off from the spoiled landscape into developing into a new one. So you have a ropeway office on the upper level, have a memorial pillar. There are some existing cascades, lotus park, five fountain was there, three-boy fountain. There was a suspension bridge, was a hanging bridge, which was very famous in those days to cross over the bridge from one point, cross over the river from one point to another. Then you have boat jetty for the people to roam around. The Yakshi statue, then red fountain, shooting fountain, entrance area. All these things were there, but all disorganized. It was done very, very earlier where, it was done by the local engineer. So when the job was given to a landscape architect, what is more important? You need basically, first of all, you need a proper parking arrangement. Then you need a proper circulation. Then you need a pedestrian movement properly done up. So how to interlink different kind of activity in the garden. So what we did is, so the main entrance area is, we are showing you main entrance area. Zone 1 main entrance area has been shifted from that other side to this side. We have large gathering space, ticket counters are available. Earlier when we designed this space, it was done for a mere population of 2 to 3,000 people a day. Now it is 25 to 30,000 people are visiting a day. Even the ticket counter is not enough. Even we have a manual ticket counter also not enough. So we have to now build a new ticket counter. This I am talking after inauguration 3 years. So whenever you design these kind of spaces, you have to think for the day after tomorrow, what does it happen? So this is the planning what we did, and what happened now in reality is this. So you have a real traditional entrance to the Malambuzha garden. These are all the bandstand which was there earlier, much earlier. Then we have the square water cascade. Then you have a maze garden, you can go inside and get lost. So these are all the things that will happen. You have a footpath, different paving pattern all along the road for the footpath, and there is a ramp for the differently able people. Everything has to be thought about it in the urban setting. So what is more important, how you design it on the. You have the Krishna fountain, you have a large meadows of lawn, quite wide pathway is required. We cannot ask the people to walk on the footpath. Initially the criticism for us is, you have done lot of hard landscaping, but now people say no, it is right, because the entire population walks only on the walkways, not on the lawn. Lawn is merely for watching, not for sitting. And you have a chessboard, lively human scale chessboard is available. So people can really enjoy lifting the human scale chesses, king, queen, pawn to different locations. Whether they know the game or not, they can just keep it around, play around and come back. It's a nice different scale game for them. And you have this memorial pillar on the right hand side. You have a different paving pattern at different locations. The last on the right hand corner is called as a boardwalking in the river. You can walk inside the river like that without any problem, and you feel the entire chillness, and you feel as if you are walking on the river. That is more important. And this memorial pillar with the pergola and half covered will give you a highlight of the total dam from that point. These are all the how to climb about, different coloring pattern used, the fountains at different levels, the swimming pools at different level, the large garden you can see on the open space. What is more important in these things is how you are integrating different spaces, and people have to go from one point to another point to another point, another point to another point, and then need not circle around the same spaces. That is more important, how you connect the people to different activity location, and then finally they have to come out from the entrance. The circulation is as important as anything else, and they need not roam around places, other thing. So this master plan shows you a rough idea how the circulation takes place in different locations, how the people go from one place to another, how the people will use the different activity zones, how they enjoy the entire park. So zone by zone we will talk about. This is a Japanese garden we are talking about. Earlier we were talking about maze garden, how to get lost, and other gardens. Now we are talking about Japanese garden. At the time of inauguration of this particular maze garden, we had a very funny incident where I was telling the minister who, so zone by zone we will talk about. This is a Japanese garden we are talking about. Earlier we were talking about maze garden, how to get lost, and other gardens. Now we are talking about Japanese garden. At the time of inauguration of this particular maze garden, we had a very funny incident where I was telling the minister who inaugurated the project, you can go and get lost. He was so angry initially. Then he understood what I said. He patted me on my shoulder. So you have to know how to talk to different kind of people in this particular way. You have a stone walk there, you have a bridge there, you have a different mount levels are there, different water bodies are there. This entire Japanese garden was conceived quite long back and was executed very well. Only problem here we had is most of the plants were overgrown, so we have to trim the plants and use it to the best of its ability. Number one. Number two, we have to clean up the whole area. That is also very important. This is the view of the steps, and then Japanese garden. You have a gazebo there, you have different water bodies, river is running in the center, Padithurai is available. People can sit and watch. See these areas where it's a passive recreation for the elders and active recreation for the kids, where they have a lot of play space, running around places are available. So you have to mismatch the entire activity pattern for them. And we are talking about a food court. Food courts plays a major role in most of the gardens. Here the food court is designed in such a way it is for vegetarian and as well as non-vegetarian people. And then you have a tree court in the center where people can bring the food out and then eat out. And moreover, these kind of eat parks where people get their own food. So that also need to be provided space for. And you have a huge cascade also available there in that place. And this is the view of a completed work we are talking about. Then this is a completed work of a maze garden where you can really go and get lost. Then central fountain plan. We have a central fountain which is in a squares and rectangular pattern, and people can sit all around the places. You need not have a bench or a chair to sit, whereas you can sit on the side walls which are created in this particular area, and the central fountain is running around. This is the view of the fountain area where the people can sit on the sides and watch the fountain in the center, and with lot of colorful planting all around. And we go back to the earlier. This is the present situation where you have that Ekchini statue. This is one single steps are available for the boat jetty. It's very dangerous for the people to come inside with this kind of an outlook. So, in order to break this and change the whole thing so that people have more safety, more accessibility, we have designed it in a different way in this particular format so that boat can be parked in the water properly with a proper jetty facility, and people can climb over in a different level, and then the entire area is wide open for the people to move around. That is also very important. This is the overall picture of the Malamuzha garden. More of an urban landscaping here. You have the water body running, river running in the center, and side waters running in the other areas. And water is available in plenty, so you can develop a very nice landscaped garden for this place. And lot of trees, shrubs, colorful plants, aroma plants, everything can be created here. What is important in the overall plan is when you have a busloads of people coming, so you need to have a larger entrances. Scale is very important in most of these dams. You go to Brindavan garden, you go to other garden where the walkways are very small. Because that was done in a period where people know only about 10 feet walkway like that. Here we are talking about 20 feet walkways, 5 meters walkways, or much more bigger walkways so that it will accommodate more number of people coming inside, number one. Number two, you also nowadays people are selling lot of things. So you need to have lot of shops for the vendors, and the generation of revenue is very, very important in most of these parks. This particular park over a period of 2 years has generated roughly around 6-7 crores of rupees. Not a joke. But the 6-7 crores of rupees generated over a period of 2 years only. Very, very small. Overall money what we have spent is something around 17 crores. So easily, given a time, you'll be able to make up the entire money spent on this within 5-6 years time. So the economics of the garden, the urban design, the utility of different spaces will give rise to economics. Economics also equally important because government nowadays not able to spend so much money. So you have to think in terms of economically viable projects in these particular places, which is very, very important. There are two zones are there. Zone 1 is the earlier one, and zone 2 comes up as a second phase. Zone 2 is here, which will be developed over a course of period. So once you provided all these activities, we had a two set of budgeting also. One is from the state government, other one is from the central government. Not central government, here it was the education department. Phase 1 we had able to spend up to the entrance area, and then some of the bandstand and other thing has improvised. And then we also created some lawns and other thing for a bigger amount of around 4.5 crores. So it got a very good response, and we completed it as a part of the master plan in the phase 1. And this attracted a huge crowd for us. As I was talking about the phase 1 and phase 2 also, I was talking in the earlier, we had a huge revenue generating out of that. Then the phase 2 also other things have been developed. We will be talking about it here. Thank you.